It was a stock investment. So cashed it out, man. And basically, so I had a few $1,000s left to play with. And a buddy of mine who I grew up with was like, man, you should buy some Bitcoin. Not knowing what that was. I said, okay, I mean, granted, many of us have heard of it over the years, but it's more like just in passing, dismissive, never really looked into it as far as, what it truly was. So took a look and decided, okay, I just kind of at that point took his word for it. I was like, all right, I need something to get back. And this guy had basically built from scratch, a huge online empire where, he went from nothing to making 6 figures a month in online marketing. And I was like, you know what? Hey, if he's telling me to do it, I'm going to do it. So went ahead and so tried setting up some accounts. And, at the time it would take, weeks to get your crypto. So I was like, you know what? There's got to be a better way. He says there's one ATM in New Orleans. Now I live about 45 miles from New Orleans. So I downloaded this app. It was called Bitcoin ATM Radar. It still works to this day. There's a lot more on it now. But we drove to literally this gas station in a bad part of town. And I just had a stack of $100 bills with a few $1,000. And I'm feeding into the machine. And even the machine ran out. Their machine didn't have enough Bitcoin loaded on it, right? So I bought a few. And then there was a phone number on there. So we called the guy that runs the machine and said, hey, can you reload it? And he said, yeah, give me 5 minutes. So 5 minutes later, walked back in, fed some more money in, had the Bitcoin on my wallet. And my buddy bought some fried chicken from the gas station.
Dude, out of curiosity, when the guy was reloading the Bitcoin, did he come into the store at all? Or is that
no, it's all virtual. Like there's a wallet address, for that machine, and he just either had some and moved it over, or that's my guess. Okay. Purchased some. I mean, that's the unique thing about crypto ATMs is you can have multiple ATMs pulling from one wallet. So, and then you can have a reserve and cold storage that whenever you need to, you can load it back up. And really you only got to go to move the funds out, the cash out. So that was kind of my venture. And after that, I was like, you know what? I really need to look into what this is. And started researching and went down that whole rabbit hole of what are cryptocurrencies, what are they used for. Kind of got tied in and saw a lot of people, whether it was from the libertarian movement, the anarchist movement, all the way through to just your finance people that know how currencies currently work, and people that already understood how the Fed worked and how that really that's not going to end well, no matter whether it lasts another 2 years, 5 years, or 20 years. It's not going to end well. So really went down this rabbit hole, and so I thought, okay, once I learned, and it wasn't easy. I mean, there's no manual, there's no user guide on how to do it, and it can be kind of scary because one, you hold your own security, you hold your own private keys. And if you send, say, Ethereum to a Bitcoin address, it's gone, right?
I've done that a few times.
You just donate it to the community and made the coin a little bit more scarce. So you help the community, but you haven't helped the coin, right? So looking at that, and then it was constant. Like I had a couple of friends that were both just getting in it around the same time, and so we would talk back and forth as we learned something. Hey, where do I buy this at? Where do I buy it? And this was before Binance was big, so a lot of it we were doing on Poloniex. And then Bittrex started to emerge, which are a couple of trading exchanges, and then Binance now, which if you're familiar with Binance, it's got pretty much a large array of altcoins that are available out there, for people to purchase. And so, a couple of years ago, I thought, hey man, this is great. Values are going up. I didn't, even though I still hadn't really understood everything about it, those values had increased quite a bit, getting Bitcoin for less than $1,000. And we know in 2017, it just started that climb. And so I decided, at the time, it was a lot of people coming to me saying, how do I invest? So I started, hey, maybe pay me and I'll do it for you, right? That type of deal.
Yeah.
And, that worked good in 2017. 2018, it was kind of like, and I charge people based on what the value went up. So 2018, we started to see a decline because that math